Welcome to iHeartRadio's Next Up. I'm Freddie Rivera with Ladies and Gentlemen in Real Life.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for having us.
So we got Michael, Andrew, Sergio, Brady, and Chance. What's up, man?
Yo, how's it going?
I'm Drew.
Everybody knows how you guys came together, so we're not going to recap how they came together, but what has it been like since the show, since you guys been,
Since the show, it's been a lot of go, go, go. Ooh, you see the flow.
Hey!
That was so unintentional, the phone. No, but actually, though, yeah, we've been working nonstop, and it's just been the best time of our lives. Dreams come true.
I could imagine, though. So you guys did the show, and that's one roller coaster in itself, right?
Yes.
Then, now you guys are together, and you got to work symbiotically all the time.
Yeah.
What has that been like?
Yeah, I mean, I think the show was, it was very difficult. It was very stressful. So us being together, it's been super fun. So it definitely feels like a reward, Like this is what we worked for, and it's everything that we dreamed of, It's been really awesome.
Has there been a moment where, oh, God, I didn't expect this? Or, oh, okay, this is a lot. Or getting along with everybody because you guys are together so often.
Yeah, honestly, I think every moment after the show was kind of like what you just explained.
Yeah.
Immediately after the show, we went to the VMAs. After that, we were performance, at City Walk. They just threw everything at us, and it was like, yeah, you guys won the show, now go, and we just shot at it. So it's been like that forever.
We definitely knew there was a lot of work coming,
Right.
but we didn't know how much it was actually going
Right.
to be. And especially last week, we did a little promo tour in the
Yeah.
Midwest, a few states there, and that was we were in 10 airports in 5 days or something.
Well,
And it was
there's no
ridiculous.
to-do list. There's
Yeah.
no 101 on how to be a band.
Yeah.
It's just you learn as you go. And then you
Yeah.
look at some of these other band members that have been around for such a long time, and decades, and you're like, how do they do it?
Yeah.
With the original band members and everything. Anyway, working with some of the judges like Nick Carter, for example, from the show, has anybody in the industry given you any kind of advice on how this works behind the scenes?
Yeah, I mean, all the judges have given us a lot of advice. Something that Nick Carter said to me was to never lose your hunger and always want to be better than where you are now, because you can always improve yourself.
That's good advice. That's really good advice. Have you guys had a crazy fan encounter yet? Because I know everyone's crazy about you guys, but
Yeah,
Recently. Yeah.
actually, so we are all living together, and in the
okay.
in the hills, and it's the end of the day, and I'm wrapping up. I'm walking around in my underwear, just I'm just relaxed. We're all just hanging out, and I hear a knock at the door, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's our day-to-day John. Maybe he's coming back from something. And I'm like, okay. So I opened. There's no peephole that you can see who's outside. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna open it. So I open it, and there's 5 fans standing there with pizzas.
And you're in your underwear.
And I'm in my underwear.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like, hey guys, 1, where'd you find me? 2,
right.
Thanks for the pizza.
Pizza
Was
was
the
pretty
pizza?
good. It was
I was
really
gonna
good.
ask,
It was
good? Okay,
amazing,
good.
actually.
So you guys actually ate the pizza.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
There was also another one. We went to Brady's high school, actually. We did a little performance, and we did a meet and greet. And then one of the fans, she asked us, she's like, can one of you guys be my first kiss? And we're like, not sure if we can do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And she's like, oh, okay, maybe
On the hand?
maybe just on the cheek.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, she was expecting a full-on kiss.
Oh, okay.
But that was
God,
funny.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Have you guys? I don't know. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But are you guys all single? I know maybe one of you is not. But I don't know.
Single.
You guys are all single. Okay.
we're
So
single,
I guess the question is, would you date a fan?
Yes.
That's a
Of course.
yes. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think,
all right.
I think it doesn't matter who you are. If you're a really dope person, if I really like talking to you, that's pretty much all that matters.
No, that's true though, right? I mean, they could be an incredible person,
Yeah.
or they could be completely crazy and psycho.
There's a
Watch
scale-
out for your
there's
life.
a
Fatal
scale for
Attraction.
sure, yeah.
Okay, so here's what I got. I asked some fans what questions I should ask you guys when we do this interview, and then I got about 4,000 of them. So I boiled it down to just 5. So, all right,
Man.
this is from Twitter. @Kylie Medina says, "What has been your favorite memory as a band so far?"
Well, for
Going down the
down the line.
Sure,
Or-
if you want.
Okay. Do you want to go
You
first?
start.
Me? Okay. So Kylie, my favorite memory as a band was when our music video Eyes Closed premiered in Times Square, and we were walking down there with our faces on 3 jumbotrons. Walking through that and seeing us in Times Square was the most surreal experience for me. So that was my favorite memory.
My favorite memory as a band is when we were shooting our Eyes Closed video on the rooftop, and we had all these extras, and we were all in our outfits, and we had the choreo. It was really cool to be up there.
My favorite memory as a band would have to be when we went to the VMAs and we just saw all the artists that we've looked up to our whole lives and just got to like interact with them and just be in their presence.
I think my favorite band memory, it wasn't even like a crazy one. It was just like very memorable because we did Eyes Closed in the same studio that we did our most recent Christmas song, and that was the first song that we recorded after Eyes Closed. So the last time we were there was as Top 8, and we were recording that song, and then we went again as a band, and it was like the first time we were back, and it was the first time I was like, wow, like this is like real right now, like we're doing this. And it was like the first day after becoming a band, so I don't know, that was pretty good.
I think my favorite memory as a band had to be our City Walk show because we had just been off of the show literally just 2 days after. We walk out, sound check, there's like a few hundred people, which we're like, yo, this is dope. Then 2 hours later when it's, 2 hours later when it's time for the show, we run out on stage and it's like packed and there's people up on the restaurants up top. There's a lot, it's like, it was really cool. And I was like, okay, this is like, no pun intended, sorry, but this is real life, you know, this is, this is awesome. So yeah, that was my favorite.
It was the start of a new beginning, right? It was just like, it's happening. All right, question number 2, at Elsie, I think. Sorry, I don't know. At Elsie. If you had an opportunity to perform anywhere in the world that you haven't yet, where would it be?
Japan, just because I want to go to Japan.
That's dope. Yeah.
I think anywhere outside of the U.S. would be so cool. I've never been to...
Well, that's gonna happen. So it's just a matter of time, I guess, right?
London.
London's a great city.
Italy.
I was thinking like Germany. That'd be cool.
All right. At Parnita Kapoor, if you had to choose one to collab with, this is gonna be a hard one. Who would you collab with? Shawn Mendes or Ed Sheeran?
Shawn Mendes.
Sergio.
I honestly, no, I don't know. I really don't know.
I think we would go with Ed.
I think
Shawn for me.
I think we...
Really?
Oh, that's
Dude, we would go for Ed though.
because
Yeah,
they're also like they're
It's so
both
hard
in
to
like
do.
the same category.
Is this collabing like on stage or just writing a song?
Let's say on stage. Let's say on stage.
On stage?
Yeah.
Probably Sean.
On stage, Sean,
on stage,
And then,
Sean.
and then
writing a song.
Yeah,
Ed
yeah,
Sheeran.
that'd be
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we really
There you
look up
go.
to both of them. Like they're
Yeah.
awesome. We're not saying we like one more. Than
Okay.
the other.
That's like when Justin Bieber had to
Throw
choose
that out
between
there.
Usher and JT.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
You can't go wrong.
No, see, this is where you get good with the questions too, you know. Then, all right. At Chance High Drews says, "How does it feel to be an inspiration to so many people?"
Oh my god. It's
It's honestly a great feeling, like to know that there's people out there that care about us and care about like what we do,
Yeah.
and just like having shows and like knowing that we have the support that people are gonna come out there and like just seeing like the signs and they know our song. That's like
Yeah.
the best feeling in the world for all of
I
us.
think it's so sweet how they like in our meet and greets they come up to us and sometimes they give us binders and they're really decorated and all that. Then you open them and it's like 100 sheets of, I guess they do, fans do, they at least ours I'm sure. Anyway, I saw it on Twitter where they were planning on doing like this little project where each fan writes a little note to either one of us or just the whole band, and there's like 100 of those notes in the binder, and they're all like colorful, and it's just super nice of them to do that. And
Yeah, or it's
and
like,
just,
or it's like they because they have like a squad kind of on like on social media where it's like they like follow us like in a group chat or something. So they get like letters of all the fans, and then when the person that's gonna meet them, they send it to them, and then
Yeah.
they like make a binder for them.
and
It's
they're
the
like
coolest
just
thing ever.
talking about how like you guys inspire us and you guys mean the world. It's like wow, it's just awesome.
All right, final question. At IRL Dance Legacy, if you could make up any crayon color, what would you call it? What would it look like?
Oh wow.
Make it up.
Oh. Elimination time red.
That's great.
Oh,
That's great.
What does that mean?
As we're standing on stage to get eliminated, it goes boom, and like the red like fills the room.
Oh, that's
I remember
good.
that color. Like anytime I'm stressed, I kind of see that now. Like it
Yeah.
like fills. I'm like, oh.
Elimination time red.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Mine's probably would be like vibe, and it would be like a purplish, kind of like this color, a little bit like
Okay,
purplish
yeah.
blue. Yeah, like, and it's just like it sets the vibe. I don't know.
So the single's called Eyes Closed. You guys are about to perform right now. Is there album tour in the works? Anything we should know about before we see you guys perform?
Yeah, so we're going on tour before Christmas.
Okay.
That's the word, right?
No, we're not.
We're not.
Oh.
Well, we are
Oh.
planning. Right now we are literally in the process of just recording a ton of songs.
Yeah.
Like we've recorded probably 10 or more songs already,
Mhm.
and so now what we want to do is just we want to make sure that we're gonna find the we're gonna find the ones that we love the most,
Yeah.
and we're possibly gonna do something with it. We're not sure if it's an album or EP yet, but we're super excited about releasing them because
I
we already got
love
it.
how like we're at the early stages, but so much is gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be an exciting holiday season for sure too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
We're definitely prepared for the holiday season. We have a
Stuff
Christmas
going on.
original and a cover that we're really excited to show everybody.
Nice.
And, yeah, it's just gonna.
Are you guys gonna perform that too as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing a lot of Christmas time performances with that
I
stuff.
can't
yeah.
believe you guys excited about Christmas already.
So excited.
So
Definitely.
fast.
It's my favorite time of the year.
All right, so the single's called Eyes Closed in real life here for iHeartRadio's Next Up.